What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Seen a few requests for Akaza alternate sort of style drawing. So it's pretty close, this one, to his original style, but the hair is kind of different and the eyes maybe aren't as square. So let's give it a go. It's a fan art anyway. I'm not sure, it's not signed, I don't think. Whoever made it, fair play. It's pretty good. So, landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. So, he's kind of looking down, he's like, ooh, his hand is like curled up this way, right? So, start with the nose, because we're in profile, right? So, easiest way to start for me. So, we curve out for this pointy kind of nose shape, right? It's kind of like a letter L or a 7. Going that way. So nostril, just sort of beside the nose, sort of here. And then at the top, right, so the eyebrow kind of comes out from the top of that nose, right? And it's that pink sort of eyebrow, right? And it curves around his forehead. Like so. So then across from there, we can see those big eyelashes of his, right? So we can go diagonal just for the main line for the top. And then the bottom goes back around to there. And you can actually see the front of the sort of eyeball there. So in those big purple eyelashes, right? So there's loads of them. So we go. And you can do this lots of different ways now. We will go like this. Spiking around, kind of like little shark fins. Sticking up, and then we go sort of flat, and then more stick up at the back. And they go all the way around his eye. And these will be sort of a bright pink, like so. Right, so then his iris, right, so he's looking sort of down at us, right, so curve it around here, and then it goes down that way. And then as far as I know, his eyes have these cracks in them, don't they? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like this glass sort of cracks sort of radiating out from the iris like that. And then, so then he's got that upper moon like calligraphy sort of thing. And I'm kind of making this up now, but if you're better at this sort of Japanese writing or stuff like that, feel free to do that a bit better. But that's the best I can do there. I'm just kind of looking at a few images, so okay. So then, where's the top? So we go, yeah, like a bit of an eyelid line here. And then an eyebrow. Like a thin at the back. Pointy, sort of that way. And then at the front here, we can just see like some eyelashes kind of sticking out. Maybe like some of his eyeball going down behind the nose there. And then his sort of eyelid area. Like so. Okay, so we'll go down the face. So top lip sticks out here, back in. He's got like a big smile. So top lip goes in, and then we get to see the front of his teeth, and then bottom lip comes out, down, and then out for his chin. There. So that's smiling mouth, right? So it goes kind of a big evil grin. And then the bottom lip. Like so. And then his teeth, and he's got like those demon sort of fangs in the corner here. And then we'll give that triangle sort of bottom lip sort of section that they have in Demon Slayer. Right, and then his jaw. So his chin here and his jaw then. And this jaw comes up towards his ear. So the ear, so we got like his sideburns, say. So we go, say like a Z sort of shape here. And his ear will come around in this section. Okay. Then we have some ear lines inside for like all the ligaments and bones and stuff in his ear. Like so. Lots of different ways of doing that now. That's just one way. And then his forehead. Comes up in here. Okay, so his hair kind of different than what we're used to. So he's got like a bit of a fringe going on this way. Spikes coming out here. And then his hairline travels back in this sort of lightning sort of back that way. And then the rest of the hair all travels back this way, right? So hair spikes. Right, we'll just keep adding them, traveling all the way back to the back of his ear. Okay. Right, and then we'll just keep traveling, keep on trucking. Back like that, right? And it goes, there's some that stick down from his ear and at the back of his neck here. So we're aiming for sort of in here, so you can kind of just keep going until you get back in there. Okay. And then, so he does have some like one sticking up here in the front a little bit. Some texture just going back that way. Okay, so that's basically his head. You can add more details to the hair, of course, if you want. You can make it much more textured than that. Maybe add another little one there. But I think that's enough for me. So those tattoos, I'm going to leave those to last, the blue tats. So we'll get his anatomy in, and there's a hand here, which is kind of floating. He's like holding it, sort of in a fight pose, maybe. We'll go for his neck. So, and it's kind of longish, different than the anime. So a longer sort of neck, skinnier character. And then like his Adam's apple goes that way. And then a neck muscle going down here, there. And then neck muscles traveling all down this way and into here. Okay, slightly different now. And then he has that beige sort of, not beige, well, like burgundy sort of waistcoat on his shoulder that just wraps around his shoulders here. So we're looking at him from the side, right? And the other side of it comes around his shoulder. Like that, right? And then he's got like some shoulder muscles here on the back of that big muscular shoulder because he's a fighter. So this comes down into there. And you should see like his chest muscle or collarbone sort of going that way somewhere. Okay. Roughly that would be the shoulder. So then on the other side, it's kind of like turned away from us. So we can just see the waistcoat kind of coming down his chest here. Right, so that sort of bumps out this side. We're just viewing him from the side. So his collarbones, he does have kind of like real bony sort of collarbones going. And then the center line for his chest there. So collar, maybe that one's a bit big, sorry. So I just didn't like that collarbone. But we'll do chest. So then if this is like, so we gotta like figure this out. I'll come back to that. So those tattoos, I just didn't like the collarbone the way it did it for some reason. So if that's central line for his chest, there should be a collarbone going that way and this way. I'll come back to it, sorry. So the marks, right? So he's got those blue marks. Coming across the neck, right? And another one coming across the top here. And this one sort of goes down his neck then. This one actually does go down the neck. So we'll go over those collarbones. Maybe this will help the collarbone situation. And it wraps around the neck then, and then goes down the middle of his chest, curving over that area there. So this one goes all the way down the middle, I think. Yeah. And this one goes towards his shoulder. So comes out here somewhere. Now, of course, these are done with blue color, but in order to understand where they go, I got to draw them in. And then on the other side, so it seems to come out from behind his neck here. And that will wrap around to his shoulder on the other side. Okay, so we don't need to draw the collarbone in as much then, so I'll just go like here maybe with it, and then that way. So like that probably be enough. Yeah. So on the face, we've one that comes across his nose, like in the middle, basically goes up and up the middle of the forehead. Up there, goes down around the back of the nose, and then the ones that come across the face, 3 stripes that go down. One blue, 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 yeah, and then we go over the eyebrow as well. Okay, like that. Now, there's a bit of a vein there actually. Might as well add that. Okay, so he's got a hand sort of coming up here, and I might put some like energy, I guess ice sort of energy, because that's like his style, isn't it? So it goes, so the back of the wrist, so say like we'll go up this way. You got a wrist bone there, and then the front of the wrist here, and like usually like your wrist bone is like this, coming down, and then the base of your hand is normally this sort of W sort of shape. Right, that goes up towards the thumb up there, and then the other 4 fingers this way. So we'll add the thumb first. Okay, like that. And then it's an awkward enough hand position. It's not the easiest, but we'll go up. This is obviously optional, but I think it's cool, so. And then we go over for the knuckle of his little finger there. And then this comes up to a knuckle of the ring finger here. And then, so I'll draw on these fingers just so we get a better idea. So it kind of like comes down this way. And they're relatively straight. They don't have a lot of bumps in them. Because we're looking at it sort of dead on. Right, and then you've got like those skin lines on the side. There. And right, so then this ring finger comes down this way. Then the next one, the middle finger, floats down kind of this way. So hands are tricky now. So hip paws a lot. They're quite difficult things to draw. And then the index finger kind of sticks out a bit more up here, goes towards the thumb. So we're looking at it more sort of side on. Goes down behind the fingers there. And then the palm of his hand, sort of in here. Like hand lines, folds for his skin and all that kind of stuff. All in here. Okay, so that's the kind of hand position we're dealing with now. And then we'll add some fingernails. And they'd be pink. On that blue skin of his, or blue tattoos that he has. Like some knuckle lines and stuff here. And he's sort of blue around the bottom of the thumb here. And blue around the top of his little finger. And that's all blue in here. Blue, blue, pink. Okay, so now I'm going to add like some blue flame. Just sort of hanging around in the air. Coming off his hand maybe a bit. Or it's maybe more ice. Although I might do it sort of glowing blue fire, because that's just cooler. Do some on the hand. Okay, Akaza, alternate version. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.